Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a blessed start to the week. Here with my guy, Ethan. And Ethan, today we're going to be talking about how to hit the ground running as a new agent. So what are some tips and tricks for anybody that's new watching this to allow them to allow themselves to see success quickly?
Yeah, for sure. So I just remember thinking back for my first 90 days, I didn't have the best start in this business where I struggled and there was a couple things I did wrong and could have done differently. But I always tell people, the beginning stages, in just this business in general, it's super simple. It just takes hard work. So if I would have also added in these few things in addition to that, there's no reason I wouldn't have had a fast start as a new agent. So those first 90 days is just your foundation, where I think of it as a snowman, where you're building that bottom snowball.
Yeah.
And building a huge foundation and something to build off of.
Yeah.
So super simple, just a couple things. Number one is just master the basics. So if you can come in, you learn the script, you learn the objections, the rebuttals, and your sales process, you hit your inputs, that's going to help you take off, have a fast start. Number two is just taking massive action. So super simple. In this business, whoever works the most gets paid the most, which is what I love about this. So if you can come in and you hit your inputs, you hit your dials, you hit your presentations, that's how you start to build up that skill set and start to build off from there. And then, lastly is just being coachable and plugging in. So luckily with us, everything we have here, we have all the resources, everything that you could possibly need. All you have to do is reach out, use what we have. I remember when I was brand new, if I was going through a presentation, I messed something up, I'd go to you, go to our other top producers and ask questions how can I get better? And then as long as you can just follow the script, you learn your process, you ask for help, you follow the basics, that's how you start to build with that foundation.
Facts. And it blows my mind of the people that come in that aren't coachable or try to figure it out themselves, or they're just or they get advice, they're just nah. I'm like, dude, it's not that deep. It's just all it is a copy paste model where you just got to do exactly what your mentors ahead of you have already done.
Exactly.
When I came in, I was starving to be successful, and I was that person. I wasn't afraid to look stupid. I was asking 1,000 questions. Hey, this person said this. What would you do here? How can I do this better? How can I do this? How can I do this? This, boom, 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 boom. And you're constantly tweaking and adjusting and refining your sales process. And what I always tell people is your first 90 days, your first 3 months in this business dictate your results over the next 3 years. And so how seriously you treat that, I love the analogy you said of building a snowman, where it's that the bigger you build that base, then the more success you're going to have. And it's just ultimately it should be what agents should be focused on is self-mastery and mastery of the business. Think about how can I master this and get as many skills into my tool belt as possible, where it's all right, well, if you don't have the script and the rebuttals memorized, it's what do you expect? It's going to be tough.
It's our sales process, the objections is part of it. If you don't know what to say when they tell you no, how are you going to get a yes?
Exactly.
And it's also funny too, I have never seen a single agent who's come in, grinded, followed the script, did everything right, and then not become successful here. I haven't seen a single person do that.
Nope. It's impossible, in my opinion. You can't do it because we have so many tools and so many resources at your disposal where if somebody doesn't work out, it's hard for me to have sympathy for them because it's all laid out there, but it's up to you to go out and actually take advantage of it. Mm. Where if you came to me, Ethan, you're like, hey, Ethan, you're like, hey, Jonah, it's, I have a job where you can we'll pay you deep six figures, guaranteed salary. All you got to do is memorize the script, memorize these objections, and make this many dials per day.
Yep.
It's exactly what we're doing here.
100%.
So, guys, if you took value from this, please share with somebody else that would take value from this as well. Like, subscribe. Let's make it a massive week. God bless.